Namaste, Daaji.
Namaste.
So we are very happy to announce that today Voice Reel has been released in Danish.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yes. Yeah. And Sister would share some few words.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me? The second spiritual guide of heartfulness. Ramchandra, affectionately referred to as Babaji, wrote the book called Voice Real. The book was translated into Danish by Thomas Mogensen and his co-translators Lise Arvad and Stine Holten. Maria Holten Mogensen was in charge of the elegant cover, and I worked on the layout for print. Thomas asked me to announce that the Danish edition can now be bought in our bookshop here. For our foreign brothers and sisters, I'd like to say that the English edition can also be bought in the shop as part of Complete Works Volume 1. Please note that the title Voice Real has not been translated. As Thomas explains, there is no Danish translation accurate enough to contain the deeper meaning of the words. However, on the front cover of the Danish copy, there's a small text addition, dansk oversættelse, meaning Danish translation, so you can quickly tell the language editions apart. Thomas and his associates already translated the second book in the series, Truth Eternal, and I am currently working on the layout. In the meantime, Thomas has begun the translation of a third book, Towards Infinity. And with everybody's kind support, we hope that all 3 Danish editions will be out for sale real soon. I'll just add that the original books in question may be old. They have been written many years ago. But Heartfulness of today is deeply rooted in the wisdom and love in them. Their content reaches far into the future. And thankfully, though the world may not always reflect it, wisdom and love never go out of fashion and never grows old. Finally, on behalf of Heartfulness Denmark, I dedicate a copy of the Danish version of Voice Real to our present wisdom and love, dear Daaji, who is not far away at all. I hope the book will find its way to you in Kanha. Thank you, Daaji, for your presence in our lives and in our hearts. Thank you all.
So, first, is there something alive in you which you would like to share with us?
No, I don't have anything to share today.
Then we would ask 2 questions regarding this chapter 12, which we have been reading in English and in Danish, or in French, sorry. Yes. And the first question is relating to the ego fears its own dissolution because it confuses its disappearance with the death of the being. And does the ego ever dissolve entirely? Isn't the ego necessary for one's evolution? Hence, we talk about refining the ego in the context of elevation of consciousness.
That's correct. Ego is never destroyed. It is refined to a large extent, and later on it becomes, instead of identifying myself as I I begin to identify myself with the source. So Babuji used to say, when I speak I don't know whether I am saying as I or whether I'm referring to Lalaji or whether I'm referring to Lalaji, I mean God. So such is the state where your identification is no longer towards yourself, but it is now transferred to another entity we call the source or the center.
Thank you. And in relation to this, you mentioned the paradox is to surrender. Pardon me. The paradox is this. Surrender looks like loose, but it is in fact the discovery of fullness. Would you then just, what do you mean by this fullness?
Where is that one?
It's in the loss of control is not the loss of self. Part and paragraph 3. I can read it again. The paradox is this. Surrender looks like loose, but it is, in fact, the discovery of fullness. It is not.
I get it. So discovery of fullness means now when I speak as an I with the limitations, and when slowly I begin to identify myself with the limitless God, then you feel that, now I'm completely full. There is a complete fullness within me, wholeness within me. It's like a drop of water thinking limited. But when it identifies itself with the ocean, there's fullness of the ocean. You don't feel that you are the tiny mini part, but you are the ocean yourself.
Thank you. So they beautiful intertwine your two responses of connecting with the source, the abundance.
Correct.
And from there, yeah. Thank you. Is there anything you would like to address at the end, finally?
Not really.
No.
I'm empty at the moment.
In abundance.
You can also say fullness of emptiness. All right. All the best and enjoy your seminar. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
You too. You too.